Hello, folks, and welcome back to Path of Exile. And God damn, I just did something stressful. Actually, let me get into the game. I actually traded with someone. Yes! And I was thinking that, and I do notice that one issue with it, but I've been thinking about my whole difficulties with the life. And I was thinking, I remember there's one bit of gear people kept hammering on how great it was. Well, actually two. Calm's breastplate, basically, and Belly of the Beast. I know it has evasion rating, but I do have a few bonuses to evasion rating. This, for example. I think there might be some elsewhere up there, but I know that there's some here. So I do have a few bits of evasion rating. I'm not totally naked, but it's obviously only a minor bit of my character. Not something I'm building towards. But using. But watch. I will take a hit. End shield wise. But I went up by a nice little chunk. Health wise. Though I imagine Sin might be a little pissy about this. This is meant to be carved out to the beast itself. That's a notice. Good. Okay. God damn that. It was so difficult to try and do that. It also cost me 5 Chaos Orbs. There was also better versions of it, but I went with this one because I could actually afford it. The others cost like exalted orbs and all that. I would like to use this, but I'm just not sure if I can justify it right now. Oh, and wait, since this is this, I can't actually mod it. Disappointing. Just hoping that I could. Still, I can go and upgrade it. There was another bit of armor that was already upgraded this way, but it was... Did I just do that yesterday? Like, upgrade this? Would be annoying if it's true. But anyway, there's another bit of armor that was upgraded this way, but it cost 9 Chaos Orbs. There we go. A little bit beefier and a little bit more dodgy. I have a 16% chance to dodge attacks now. I could always just nuke a chunk of my evasion and just make it into armor. Always an option. Also, this thing, Iron Grip, very good. Since I'm going for Molten Strike, it will make that a lot better. Basically, and actually no wait, not Iron Grip. Well, Iron Grip is presumably an improvement, but there is another one. Point Blank. That will make Molten Strike a ton better, because basically it's the Molten Strike balls don't travel that far. They basically it's like 10 units out is when after the 10 unit out mark, then it starts getting less of a bonus. But they're they stay well within that 10 range. So they will pretty much inherently get the 50% bonus. Just like whenever I use them. So it's a good improvement. This would also be good, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm tempted again that. This is also tempting, because I would imagine that would mean the chaos damage I have here would go up. It does mean swinging far to either side, though. Suppose if I gave up a bit on this side of the tree, I pulled all the way back, could get I could consolidate more down here. It's worth the thought. Just in case I know I changed my mind or something. And well, looks like I won't be switching to that. Yeah, I think Belly the Beast will keep me safe for quite a while to come. Plus, it's also got that extra 15% elemental thing to it. So, that's nice. So, that's a nice little benefit. I think I have more health than my main now. Still not gonna go talk to Sin. There's 2 strong boxes there. Should take you down.
There'll be no bargaining.
Knew this would happen.
Just use silence.
Oh, and the armor should also boost my health regen.
Sometimes crusading is bloody work.
The potion regen, sorry. So my potions are now giving me 100% extra healing. Between the talent and the armor.
By the bargainer.
Damn it, Elrond.
I underestimated Elrion.
Elrion.
Won't happen again.
One second. Hey folks, just needed to stop there for a sec. Well, edit. Ooh, desecrate, not consecrate. Noticed the other guy got away, Elrion, but whatever. Little can be done about that.
I had a job to do here, and I failed it. Treasures are not given for failure, they are given for victory. And you will have them, if you will let me go.
Attack speed, alright.
Remember, even steel may melt.
That just reminded me of a thing from a Game of Thrones thing I remember people talking about before. They were like, I was listening to podcasts and they're talking about a line in Game of Thrones, how Robert was the true steel, how Stannis was iron, and he would break before he'd bend. While Robert was more flexible. And someone wrote a huge essay basically arguing that Stannis was actually pretty flexible, or maybe the true steel. I can't remember which way they went, but it was an interesting listen. I tried to sit down and read Game of Thrones before, but every time I would open the book, someone would start talking to me. So I would close the book, they would stop talking, I would open it, and they would start talking again. Every fucking time. And it looked like I had misread the scene as in how it was gonna go. Like, they were doing an action, and I was like misunderstanding what it was. It was this guy grabbing his sister's nipple, and I was like, oh, this is the incest. Yeah, and I just didn't have the patience for it. So I was just like, yeah, put the book away. Then it went missing. Like, as in, like, it was moved. Like, not as in hidden away. No, nothing like that. It was just moved later on at some stage, and I had no fucking clue where it ended up. So, I never continued reading it. Damn it, Kira. No, I'd have lost to that little bit of energy shields, but look, I can't be angry. I got buried a beast now. Yes, give me minions. It would have been cooler if these were like unique enemies. As in, like, they were like not just like they didn't have the same skeletal structure and were clearly the same enemies we've just been fighting outside, just made of sand instead. Weird chrysalis of hers. Just see how potent that health regen is. That's the power of these flasks. Doubled. If I'm understanding it right. Maybe I'm not. Kira, servant of Garakan. Dominate! Still need to pay attention to my health bar. Okay, you know. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I remember someone made a video where they put the Darkest Dungeon lines over, you know, the first episode of Goblin Slayer. I only watched the first little bit of it, but oh, nice.
My love. You were too beautiful for this ugly world. I shall find you in the next.
Interesting chrysalis. Is that water in it? Huh. But, yeah, what bit I saw, it was just the, like, for maybe a minute at that, it was kind of funny. Just, you know, the Darkest Dungeon lines over what was happening. But, oh, actually, no. I misunderstood. This is flask and recovery rate. So wait, the flasks are 50% stronger, recovering 50% quicker. Hey, look, I'll accept both. I'll accept that. That's still fantastic. And this flask will actually heal my minions. Hopefully I still get the full heal, and they just get 4% of it. I'm not getting only 66%. Zakema Fetter. And how shall we know a Zakema worthy of rule? By anointing of the great rock. By the anointing of the great rock, under whose wings we grow and soar. It's the Tsusuni. That's a bit too long. I've been thinking I should buy, as a panic button, in case I ever need it, I should buy, you know, the summon skeletons, and keep using Vol runes on them. And hope that I get, uh, Vol summon skeletons, because that is a possibility. And if I can get it that way, then I can just have a panic button that I can just twack whenever I get into a bad situation. Which is frequent, to be fair.
It shames me to know the horrors wrought by our hands here and now. Gurukhan was complicated, but she was also stubborn, and never would have thought to change her ways. We have given her a sky burial. That is the best we can do. Even in the old times, she was vain beyond comparison. It was her ambition that corrupted her, despite all my warning words. Well, look now, where ambition has gotten you, my love.
Yeah. Ambition, it can be a good thing, but you have to keep it restrained. Also, looks like she's kind of wearing a tricorn of a sort. Probably not. 5% chance to evade attacks if you've taken a savage hit recently. 6% increased movement speed if you haven't been hit recently. I'm happy with what I have. This is fantastic. Also, I really want to go fuck up the Will Thief at some stage and steal his power. You know, we are kind of setting Sin up here as an overgod, if he's like stealing the power of all these gods. We are making him substantially burly. I'm curious. No. Oh, I already replaced the other necklace. Probably should take it just so I can sell it and try and get a little bit back for it. I think I grabbed something else by accident. Given that we were choosing the next rule of Highgate, I don't know why we get the authority to do so, but you know, I feel like that's only a relevant choice that we're making if we ever get to see the result of it. So that's, in part 3 we get to see what happens in Highgate. I can see what's her face trying to kill Tsuni. Probably will deny him as her, boss. Doom Killer. The budget version of the budget Doomslayer. I joke. I just prefer. I know Doomslayer just doesn't sound right to me. I know. For one reason or another, the Doom guy name more so. It's not even that I played the original Doom way back when and grew up with it. Nah, I only started playing it recently. A bit on and off. I've been too tied up with other things. Marabose, the Corruptor. You know, it's talking about extra gore, but I have no idea what that even means. Not a new idea. Regrettably, my zombies just aren't durable enough. Then again, maybe if I had the regen active. Hmm. Okay. Ah. +4 chest level. Ooh, Val side room. Hexproof haunted mine shaft. Alright. You have resist elemental damage. Okay. Damn, for a moment there, my max fire resist went up to 107. Shit. Or, no, maybe that isn't my max. Unless they're saying my max is currently 33 on cold. I haven't a clue. Given my newfound burliness, certainly I don't see myself as unstoppable. I nearly died plenty of times back there, but I do see myself as a lot more sturdy. Cow fixer? Basically I can see me doing a fair bit of map content. Because I see, it looks like I would actually be able to, you know, withstand actually fighting the enemies. It would actually be a bit easier for me. So, I wouldn't have to just be standing back, ball of lightning, or just running through, you know? I'm still surprised that worked that one time. Ah, fuck it, leave it there. Also, you know this ring? This was from an old league. And you can apparently are only meant to be able to access it via like a certain map or something. So the fact I got it from beast crafting means beast crafting can be a way of getting stuff from old leagues. I think there's also the chance of getting it via a certain prophecy card as well, but that's because that prophecy card, is whole shtick, is giving you select items from past leagues. So So yeah, that's fantastic, because, otherwise I'll be locked off from some of this stuff. Or at least have a bit more of an awkward time of getting it. At least this way I have another route. I haven't gained the bonus of being denied death yet. Well, sorry, not yet, but at all. Sucks, but them's the breaks. Alright, I think I've wandered around here enough. If there's anything here, it's either well hidden, or there isn't anything else here. Oh yeah, I never did finish that. At least I don't think I ever finished my point about the whole slave thing in the last thing. And just to be clear, I'm not somehow trying to pardon, like she said, like the lady in the game said, a slave's a slave. I was just simply making the point that there was some bizarre, considering the perception of slavery and slave owners, there were some bizarre, stories about it. About.
That felt disturbingly good.
Hold on. They're just basically stories that went against, well, that at least, it's an awkward topic to talk about, and I'm just trying to find the fucking words. I thought I had them, then I forgot them, because of course I did. Basically, it's, hold on. Back off, I'm trying to talk. Basically, I just brought them up because there were stories that went against, like, the typical, vision of what slavery was like. It's still slavery. It's still wrong. It's just it was just a puzzling situation. That's why I brought it up. It's wrong on principle. It just, at least if these are to be believed, it was a different than what you expect kind of thing, So it's still slavery, still bad on principle. It's just different than what you would expect when you hear the word. So yeah, that's the only reason I brought it up, because it's fucking odd. You expect some bastard, beating and torturing people, but here's the slave having a bigger house. Here's the slave publishing a novel after his guy dies, calling him a friend. This kind of thing. It's not what you expect. So that's why I brought it up. It's just so odd and different. I also actually remember hearing one story. A guy was trying to show off to one of the Roman emperors. I have no idea if this is true. I didn't learn this in school. He was trying to show off to one of the Roman emperors. He had him as a dinner guest. And one of his slaves had broke a plate. Well, I guess maybe this was him trying to show off. I can't remember. remember. But basically, yeah, he had the Roman emperor as guest, and one of his slaves broke a plate. He was pissed, so he had the slave, grabbed the slave, and was going to throw him into a pit or a pool filled with lampreys. Basically, they were like this like weird creature that looks vaguely like a penis, but with a vagina is the right word. Vagina on like the bottom of the head of it, like for a mouth. Basically, that's the image I remember seeing of one when I looked it up. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong critter, but that's what I'm seeing right now. He's going to throw him into a pit of these for them to kill him, like drain him or eat him alive, kind of thing. I'm not sure if they're very leech-like or do they somehow dissolve their prey. How they work, I have no clue. But yeah, they're going to kill him. The Emperor orders the slave freed, and for the rest of the guy's, plates, or maybe all of his, plates and cups and all that, maybe like the whole enchilada, or maybe just the plates, I'm not sure. But he ordered all of them broke. Slave freed, and all those things broke. As, punishment for the guy being such a prick. So again, it's an oddity. Just to be clear, like, I'm not somehow pardoning it or whatever. It's still a horrendous thing on principle. Well, obviously not freeing the guy. That would be an odd stance to take, but no. It just simply the things are out of the usual of what you expect to hear. They're different. That's why I brought them up. And it's just because they're different, they're somewhat interesting. Just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. It's always a good thing. $63, fantastic. The closer in level they are, to me, the better. Because as you go up one level, you need more and more XP, and the enemies at lower level don't quite scratch that itch quite as well. So you prefer fighting higher level enemies. Apparently the game becomes quite a grind around level 90-ish on the whole leveling front. Nice. Just mass turning. And none of them can die. Oh, nor can I. Fantastic. That's nice. I didn't think I could get that aura. But that's incredible. Are there some maps that only will get certain syndicate jobs on them, like interception and whatnot? Like, I've gone through the other area multiple times, and I've only gotten I've gone through the previous thing twice. But yeah, I went through the previous area twice.
Let's get it done.
Hold on. But yeah, I went through the previous area twice and I did Inception both times.
Sorry, holy man, but you've chosen the wrong crusade.
Bargainer?
Nice. I can't believe I did it.
Not a red blade, not my problem. Let's talk.
Okay. Destroy all the items of research members. I need to get Janice over into research. If I can do that, I can get access to Piranda's stuff. But also, I was actually looking it up earlier. Everyone, as you may have noticed,
Let's talk.
has something different for each category they're in. and they tend to follow a similar theme, though sometimes there's like an odd one out. Basically, this guy is all about uniques. Someone else here is all about uniques. Haku, if he's ranked 3 and in fortification, I think, as this position, he will give 2 unique strong boxes. 2. It's incredible. But another guy will give like a unique map. I think that's the guy I haven't encountered yet. You can get him once you've unlocked maps. Hillock here will give you access to stuff that will upgrade your equipment to like 30%. Like, it depends on what Master Watt he is, you know? Like, if he's in intervention, he'll give you the ability to upgrade maps, like you saw before. But if he's in, like, transportation, he'll upgrade weapons. This kind of thing. It's awesome. So, and, like, they all have their own different thing, and it's affected by their tier. They've, like, 4 different... Each one has, like, 4, you know, their own different category. Well, sorry. Each one has, like, 4 different things. And they're affected by their tier as well. So there's... Obviously, you want them to in the highest tier possible, and then some in very particular jobs. Ashling gives very good research rewards. Though I'll be damned if I can get her in there. Oh, actually, yeah, her thing in research gives you the ability to put veiled bonuses onto gear, rare gear. Sadly, I don't think I could put it onto a unique, but still, putting, you know, a veiled bonus onto any rare I want, that's fantastic. And she, if she's tier 3, you get a fair chance. Well, you get a chance of getting a second veiled bonus. If she's only tier 2, you will get a small chance. Tier 1, none. So yeah, stuff's fantastic. I'll be sad when this goes because it's such a detailed and great system. Honestly, I hope they do incorporate it into the base game. It would suck if they don't.
Sometimes, Exile, excommunication is the right tool to send a message. I do have some sway in this organization, and I could get someone removed from the syndicate, if that's what you're after.
This will give me like unique potions and maybe something else. Do I need what's his face for anything else? I've done that with him there. I need to beat him up in research. I need to beat him up as a captain.
Not a red blade, not my problem. Let's talk.
I can't interrogate him because that'll force Haku up into being that, and I want to get uniques. Fine.
Ha! You'd have been better off bargaining with me
Dominus
again.
exiled me too, you know. Thought I were too soft for Templar leadership, and that my radical ideas might turn others against him. He was right. I have a knack for bringing others round to my way of thinking without too much blood. Perhaps you should consider using such a talent yourself.
Better a deal than having to kill you, old man.
That was a bit of a rough fight. It wasn't. It was, but it's. It was not nearly as bad as it could have been. I'm actually quite happy with my performance. Regrettably, zombies are going to be quite squishy again now that I no longer have the other bonuses for them. If I for example, if I had Christ, I'm jealous of that plate. If I still had those other passives, they wouldn't be in quite so bad a place, but I don't, so, you know, I just gotta work with it. Sup, big boy? Sadly, he probably doesn't take any electrical damage. He looks augmented with this shit. So this is full worm scale. Turgic precipitate machine. Taratan powder. Blow it all down. The Emperor must have his gems no matter the cost.
Far too much baggage.
Please don't just fling it on the ground. Actually, I remember playing this here, or so. Maybe I was naming videos, and it was like here. But I've mentally associated this bit here with some other game. They are billions. I know, just mentally associated the two here. It's like an itch I can't scratch. Wait, can I or can I not go this way? I can't. Fine. Okay. I'm just going to sort my way through these guys, because it will get me that bit more XP. Also, Tora will offer, has a thing that will pump XP into gems. If, you know, say if the gem didn't need all the XP it was given though, it would be wasted, it wouldn't spill over to the next level. So, you can't just, you know, put in level 1 gem and get all the way up to like 15 with it. Oh, I didn't actually notice that path there. Hopefully there's another way around. Substantial extra physical damage. When they say something like that, I expect a bigger bonus. You know, I'm really happy that I was actually able to stand toe to toe with the guy, with the boss there. Even take shots from the lightning and not even shrug. Sure, I had to hit the potion button a few times, but it's not like the panic fights I had with Syndicate members previously. Alright. Whatever way I looked, it was like they had mechs, and ones that wouldn't look out of place in like a Metal Gear Solid game there. It's odd. It's presumably me just misreading it, but odd.